Hello, Wapendwa. Today I'm so excited and allow me to introduce the guest for the day. She's Benazir Mohd. She hails from Garissa County. She's the founder and director of a community-based organization called Silver Lining. And she has won several awards, among them the Zuri Award for the year 2019, Upcoming Human Rights Defender for the year 2019, Top 35 Under 35 for the year 2020. She's also yearly RLC alumni. She is Royal Commonwealth Associate and a Young Women's Mediation Ambassador. And it's not yet over. She is also the World Bank Blog for Development winner, where she blogged about her work on ending gender-based violence. Wow, mashallah. Benazir, welcome to my channel, and please say hi to my Wapendwa team.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Benazir Mohd, and I am very much excited to be part of the Wapendwa family.
And we're also very much excited to have you today. So take us back to where your journey has begun. Which primary did you attend? Which secondary did you attend? What did you do in college? Just brief, history of where the journey of Benazir began.
Okay, I was born and bred in Garissa County. I went to Getune Primary School for my primary levels, went to Getue Girls High School in Kiambu for my O-levels, and then to Mount Kenya University to pursue a Bachelor of Education, English and Literature.
Okay.
Yeah, basically that's my educational journey.
So you currently
I've had the chances to study in my community and outside my community.
Wow. So you are the founder and director of Silver Lining. I just wanted to understand, how did the idea of Silver Lining come up? Is this something that you knew from young age as Benazir? This is a path I want to take as my career.
So at a very young age, I had a passion to constantly communicate with people. So from days in high school, I would participate in journalism club. I was the junk of all trades. I participated in everything, from drama, science congress, to journalism club, anything that existed in school. So fast forward, I completed high school. I wanted to, I had a long holiday. So at one point I wanted to just keep myself busy, because I was always this person that I never wanted to get bored from a very young age. So I got the chance to volunteer in one of the schools, NEP Girls, that was affected by the Garissa University attack. Working here is when the idea of inspiring and mentoring girls started. I was a teacher serving a group of young girls who were naive, shy, were not exposed. So that's how I basically started inspiring a group of girls. From then on, we, with my colleagues and my friends, we started visiting schools, and it became a journey of constantly inspiring young people in different institutions. Until one time, when I was visiting a school, and one of the principals, who later on became my very good friend, asked us the question of, how will I know what type of a group you are? And then I asked him, what do you mean? And he told me, you have to legally register. This is how you do it. This is the process. So he just gave me a brief explanation of registration of an organization. That's how Silver Lining was born. But the main idea for me was always to inspire young people, to create change, to constantly have mind-blowing discussions with young people.
Lovely. And by the way, you're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. So moving on, I just wanted to understand, as Somali community, we usually criticized for not giving our girls equal opportunity as the boys when it comes to things like, quality education or in general life. So will you say, as Benazir, was your faith the same, or will you say yours was different? You grew up in a different kind of setup?
Well, alhamdulillah, I was born and bred in a family of both boys and girls. I'm the first daughter of my parents. I have an elder brother and a younger brother, clearly following me back to back. So I grew up in an environment where they beat me up, I fought, all that. And what's really, something I really enjoyed was I wasn't underprivileged as a girl. I went to the same schools as these boys, got the same opportunity as them. My dad was constantly advocating for quality education for all my siblings, and especially the girls. Alhamdulillah, so I never had challenges.
MashaAllah. So let me ask you, what are some of the programs you're currently running under Silver Lining organization?
So one of the programs that we constantly run, despite now COVID interfering with our normal programming, is mentorship programs in schools, where we constantly have visits to different schools in Garissa town, inspire young people, bring in resource persons who can talk to them. But the other projects that we have, luckily, some are funded, some are not funded, that we have gotten is, we are now running something called Children Solution Lab. It's a project that we are funded by an organization. And basically we're focusing on bringing the voices of children on board. We're using theater and art for children to advocate for community change in their spaces. We have another project that is focusing on IGA, income generating activities. We're specifically working in 3 communities right now. It's just it's a startup project. We are hoping that we might get the necessary funds to continue with this. It's a project on training women how to advance their financial skills and also start up businesses in their spaces. We equally have programs that we run at a community level, which are not funded. We do them because we really want to bring change in our society. One that is actually coming up very soon, which is Ladies High Tea. I'm inviting every lady who is out there who will watch this. It's a space where women come and get vulnerable, talk to each other, and inspire each other. We really, our theme this year is mental health, so there's a lot going on in our spaces when it comes to mental health. We have other programs such as linking kids with scholarship programs. Our sponsor here is an organization that is sponsoring almost 140 children. So we're very much excited to have the first 5 kids from Garissa joining other young kids from different parts of the country to be in this scholarship program.
Wow. Every lady out there who is watching this and who is in Garissa and has the ability to attend, please do benefit yourself and the society around you. So Benazir, let me ask you, as a startup company, what are some of the challenges you faced from the time you started operating Silver Lining to date?
I think the biggest challenge is maintaining the same energy that you started with. So at the beginning, you start with a lot of vigor, with a good team, with people who are really energized and want to bring change in the society. And then things don't work out as we plan, so people start dropping out. Your passion as a human being, your energy levels drop. So that's basically one of the biggest challenges. The other thing with most startups is the capacity to run and manage either a business or an organization. I would say this because sometimes we are not really informed on how to keep our financial documents. We don't know how to write proposals.
Okay. So you have worked in Garissa for quite some time, and you have the experience of working in Garissa as an individual and also as an organization. I just wanted to ask you, if an individual like me who's not running an organization but has the passion of helping and making a difference in our society, how can I achieve that? Give us your advice on how to go about it.
Okay, my advice to people who have gone through the systems in Garissa, they know the challenges that people constantly face. You're running a very good program to educate young people about what's happening in the community and also enlighten them about their self, which is something that I really applaud you for taking the courage to do. Another thing that the community can do is if you have the financial capacity to sponsor a child who does not have access to quality education, please do it. You can also visit schools and centers where children are present and talk to them and give them a word of advice, which is something most children lack on a daily basis.
Wow, thank you very much. You know, our elders used to tell us we are the leaders of tomorrow as the youth. But you're one of the great examples who changed that narrative and said we are not the leaders of tomorrow, but rather we are the leaders of today. So thank you very much for your effort and the change you're making in our society. We applaud you. Thank you. Moving on, I've seen your fight against FGM, the eradication of female genital mutilation, and it has been there for quite some time. But we have not yet achieved the total eradication. The act is still present in the year 2021. What will you say is the biggest hindrance as to why we are unable to achieve total eradication of FGM?
I think FGM in our community is intertwined between culture and religion. And for you to end something that is very much intertwined between these two things needs a lot of change in ideologies and mindset shift. So that's the biggest challenge. Why we are not able to end this is because we are not engaging communities in discussions to support or help in the process of changing these ideologies.
All right, points taken. Currently, if you look at it, the people who are spearheading this fight are mainly women. I haven't seen a lot of men in that space. What can we do as the men of this society? How can we help in the fight against eradication of FGM?
Protect the women you care about. Protect your sisters, protect your siblings, protect your daughters as men who are out there. Because at the end of the day, when this process is happening, you can always have the conversations with your spouses, you can have your conversations with your daughters and inform them best what is important for them. Because women are doing this thinking that men appreciate what happens. And so if men engage in this kind of discussions where they openly talk about the effects of FGM on their wives, their daughters and their sisters, I think chances of having this under the pillow being done because a woman thinks it's good for a man will reduce.
Okay. So Benazir has achieved a landmark so far in her career path. But what will you say is the next step for Benazir? Where will I expect to see you in the next 5 years to come?
Well, I think, alhamdulillah, first of all, I am quite appreciative that my efforts are being recognized. First, the idea was never to, be in the limelight or win awards and all this, but by God's grace, my efforts have been recognized. For me, I think the next thing is to shift from being a community that really depends on aid to a community that has trade, which I am engaging young people in the aspect of discussion of entrepreneurship and startups and how we can, move from being people who are always seeking for help to people who are creating something and being innovative.
Lovely. So what will you say about Silver Lining? What is the future for Silver Lining as an organization?
Alhamdulillah, again, as an organization, we have had quite a number of our challenges, but it's been almost 5 years of growth. So we're looking forward to a point where we are moving from a community organization to a non-governmental organization that's covering different counties and recruiting more young people into this change-making world.
Awesome. So let's say I'm in Garissa and I'm an individual who is inspired by your work. Is it possible for me to join Silver Lining in helping out our society? If it is, how can we reach out to you?
Unfortunately, we are living in tough times now where we have limited interactions with people, especially for volunteer programs and our mentorship programs. So how people can really work with us is we have our volunteer form on Facebook. So in case you want to volunteer with us, please just fill in the form. It has specifications on what spaces that you can come into. We have mentorship programs with students, and we are seeing how we can make this virtual, bringing in other people who do not have the chances to be in our communities or are out of our spaces. Another way you can work with us is join our think tanks, come to our high tea sessions, come to our activities, engage with us on social media. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So anytime you feel like there's something urgent you want to have solved in the community, be it something as small as water crisis, we're always there to voice about issues that are affecting the community.
Okay. So as we wind up, I just wanted to ask you for your advice on our youth in general as your closing remarks.
What I would like to tell younger people or young people out there is let's be passionate about whatever we do. So if we get into the space of, let's say we are doing media and advocacy, let's do it passionately and for the purpose of the community. Because I believe if you do something wholeheartedly and passionately, it's going to bear fruit. And the other thing I would tell young people out there is, the time is now. in every space that you are participating in, whether it's in the development space, if it's in the business world, take the baton, just do it and make mistakes. I mean, I think I have made the biggest number of mistakes in the past 5 years, and alhamdulillah, every mistake is usually a learning journey. So whatever business you're starting, whatever, if you're going for a course, if you're going to do anything, don't fear the fact that you're going to make mistakes. Always be passionate about it, and inshallah, be prayerful, it's going to work.
And that marks the end of our discussion. Thank you very much, Benazir, for your time and for joining us today. So let me throw the challenge to you guys as my viewers. What will you say you have done so far for your society? How are you utilizing your space, whether it's a big space or a small space? What do you think we can do if you join hands in making a difference in our society? It doesn't matter whether it's a small difference or a big difference. So share your opinions, your suggestions, your contribution in the comment section below. And I'm so thankful for joining me today. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe, join my Wapendwa team, and let's do this every second Saturday and last Saturday of the month. Thank you.